How's it going, movie fans? My name is Jonathan. I'm a man of movies, and with all these Saw reviews that I have been doing and I'm still coming out with, I went on a palate cleanser. So I went to the movie theaters only to find out that the newest film to come out this weekend that I wanted to see is another horror movie. So let's get right into In the Earth is written and directed by Ben Wheatley and stars Joel Fry, Hayley Squires, Ellora Torchia, and Reece Shearsmith. As the world is trying to find a cure to this devastating virus, a scientist and a park scout venture into the woods, and their journey soon turns into a terrifying voyage as the forest around them comes to life in a much more subtle way than anticipated. I'm going to try and keep the details to a minimum and just touch on the aspects that were in the trailer, and I might overreach to more of the story because the marketing for In the Earth was bizarre and difficult to piece together, and I think this movie has a lot more to show and say than that. There's this A24 feel to the horror that kept me guessing and kept me fed enough to want to go through these back doors, narratively speaking, to find the heart of the situation and what exactly is out there in the woods. The horror is not jumpy or blood-curdling, and like a vast majority of modern-day horror movies, it's there to explore a message in its physical form to test the audience's limits on what they are willing to have their eyes fixed on. Technically speaking, In the Earth delivers in leaps and bounds. Aside from some shaky cam moments spattered throughout, the environment lends itself to be captured magnificently through camera, and the background is a force of considerable importance. Aside from some arguable transition shots, the editing conveys the threat looming in the woods with uncomfortable and jarring shots showcasing its method of terror. And aside from one of the loudest sound designs my ears have ever had the displeasure of going through, the sound is one of the most Academy Award worthy aspects of the film, with its eerie, distant creaking of its branches, rustling leaves, and the sounds in some of the more gruesome scenes. Therein lies the flaw of this movie, that within every good thing is a lacking element that distracts from its own potential. I touched on the technical aspects, but even the story itself has an artistic prowess and is let down by its pretentious ways. The journey we're on tries to no avail be the spiritual successor to the movie Arrival, where in its place are trees and plants. And in theory, I guess you can say the film should work, but this riveting concept is bogged down when it tries to focus on tone and atmosphere, first and foremost, with no real care on trying to captivate an audience. We're led down to certain character and story moments that are visceral and engrossing, and let down when the movie decides to just slow down to a snail's pace and decides, let's just flash the audience with weird astral projections and loud noise like this. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I understand now. The characters are well developed though, except for Squires' character, who is just there to be a point of exposition. And the acting, I will say, is some of the best acting I have seen in a film in 2021 so far. And be warned, when this movie starts, there's a trigger warning that this movie could cause epilepsy. To wrap it all up, In the Earth formats a heavy-handed message on nature through a slow-burning journey of human discovery, but cares way too much about being artsy-fartsy and pretentious that it disposes of its more superior aspects and decides to focus on ones that will leave you feeling mentally drained. I'd pass on In the Earth. But those are just my thoughts. Have you seen In the Earth? What did you think about it? Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the movie. But like always, like this video, share this video with family and friends, and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, movie fans.